Hello and welcome to the Twitcher Life podcast, the show that talks all about birds and bird watching. I am the president of Twitcher Life, Arnold. Today, I'm going to answer a few frequently asked bird questions. There have been a couple podcasts with similar questions before, if you are interested to listen to that as well. This will be the third part. The first question is, what can I do about woodpeckers pecking my house? Woodpeckers typically peck houses for at least one of these three reasons: searching for insects in deciding, drumming to find a mate, or claim territory or catching food. To deter them, you can attempt to hang shiny reflective items such as old CDs or strips of aluminum foil in the affected area. Netting or plastic sheeting can also be draped over the area. If they're seeking insects, you might need to address a potential insect infestation of your siding. Placing a suet feeder on the ground away from the house sometimes will offer a different food source. Next one is, what do I do about hawks at my feeders? Having a hawk drop by your feeder is startling, but remember that hawks are wildlife and feeders can be too enticing as easy hunting ground. The simplest solution is to remove your feeders for a week or two. This will disperse the small birds and the hawk will likely go elsewhere to hunt. When you replace your feeders, place them closer to cover like dense shrubs or trees so smaller birds can quickly escape. Additionally, a deeper and wider bird bath can deter hawks while still providing water for smaller birds. Here's a fascinating one. I have a white birder at my feet. Is it an albino? While it's exciting to see an all-white bird, actual albinism, complete loss of all color, including the eyes, making them red or pink, is quite rare. What you're most likely seeing is a leucistic bird. Leucistic birds lack some pigment and may have white feathers, but their eyes and bill would typically stay their usual color, which is typically dark. Leucism can affect just a few feathers or practically the entire bird and cause them to look completely white but with normal eye color. Both are inherited anomalies, but leucism is far simpler to discover existing in nature. This question often comes up after a burst of activity. Why did my hummingbirds disappear after they arrived? Hummingbirds are incredible migrants, and when they first arrive in the spring, they're perhaps just stopping by to fuel en route further north to breeding grounds, so they might be passing through. Also, as native flowers start to bloom and natural insect sources increase, they might find richer pickings elsewhere, reducing the use of your feeder. Don't panic. They will likely return later in the summer or autumn on their migration south. Continue feeding those feeders and keeping them clean. Now, for a rather striking observation, what happens if I see a bird at my feeder without head feathers? This is typically a very temporary condition known as molt, or better, a head molt. Even though most birds molt feathers gradually, sometimes birds, especially cardinals, blue jays, and grackles, will shed all of their head feathers at once, leaving them quite bald, sometimes appearing a bit startling. This is simply a natural, healthy part of the feather replacement cycle, and new feathers will soon blanket them. So no need to worry, they're not sick, they're just having a bad hair day. A common concern, especially in colder climates. Don't birds freeze in the winter when they take baths? That's a great question. Birds actually need access to water year-round for drinking and maintaining their feathers, especially in winter. Taking a quick dip helps them clean and preen their feathers, which is vital for insulation. A healthy bird can easily withstand a rapid bath in freezing weather because they have a high metabolism, can puff out the feathers quickly to trap the air and warm up. As long as the water is not frozen, they will often take a rapid plunge. A heated bird bath can be a wonderful addition to your backyard during winter months. Next, a practical question for those with backyard pools. How to discourage ducks at swimming pools? Ducks are attracted to pools because they offer open, safety-looking water. To get them to leave your pool alone, you need to make it less desirable. One solution is to render the pool inaccessible. A pool cover is perfect. You can also try to render the water less appealing by gently splashing a loose pool toy across the surface of the water. Predator decoys, like an alligator head, will work occasionally, but ducks will become accustomed to them. Motion-activated sprinklers or even stretching thin fishing line just above the waterline is effective for some, as ducks detest flying into unfamiliar obstacles. And finally, a classic question for anyone new feeding birds. When should I start and stop feeding birds? The short answer is you can feed birds year-round. There is no cut and dry, startup, and shutdown time. In winter, feeders provide a crucial supplementary food source when natural foods are scarce. In spring and summer, they can help adult birds feed their offspring. But the quality can differ by seasons. During spring and summer, add more protein food like mealworms. Consistency and cleanliness are the rules. After you start feeding, try to continue and keep your feeders clean to prevent disease transmission. Hope you listeners liked the topic today and will share it with other bird lovers. So, with that, we are at the end of the podcast. If you want to reach us out, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The channel name is Twitcher Life. Thank you so much for listening. Peace.